Hi guys, I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about the bell jar. Hopefully you are enjoying this read. I know it's kind of a hard one and it's really an emotional roller coaster, but I want you to keep in mind that the reason it might be so crazy is because the author herself was said to go down this mental spiral, and she actually killed herself a month or two after publishing this book. So if you read it with that in mind, I think you'll find it a bit more interesting. And I think the book does get better the further you get into it. So make sure you finish it as soon as possible. You have to take our reading quiz by the end of the week, so keep that in mind. I just finished grading the discussions on Adler's advice, and I saw that some of you are a little bit confused still on how to mark a book and how to incorporate Adler's strategies. So I wanted to show you some ideas. Now, I have the actual physical book, The Bell Jar, and that's where I've got all my notes. But I just went online and I looked up a copy of it. So I found this on a website. And so I'm online right now, and I'm going to download this onto my computer. Now, again, normally I would just read this through an e-reader. I have a Nook by Barnes & Noble. I know, like, you know, my daughter has a Kindle from Amazon. There's lots of different e-readers out there. So if you have one, awesome. That'll help you read electronically and still take notes. So I'm going to save this one to my computer, and then I'm going to open it on my computer. Here we go. And it's a PDF, and so I can edit a PDF. It depends on what software you have. You might just want to copy and paste it directly into Microsoft Word, and then it's really easy to add notes and stuff. But you see up here on the PDF, I can highlight and I can add notes. So I'm reading. Well, this is all kind of intro stuff. Let's just skip down. So let me see if anything pops out at me. All right, well, here she's got a lot of physical description, and I might say, ooh, this week we're discussing physical or sensory language in our discussion area. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight all of that and see it's there for me to go back to and refer to later. I can even add a note, add a sticky note. This, oops, how do I get this? There. This is a great description of the setting, right? Whatever. So as I'm reading, I should be highlighting and adding notes, because that will help me, number one, understand what I'm reading better, and number two, retain and remember what I have read. Because I'm sure, like me, you have read something before, and 4 or 5 pages into it, you said, what did I just read? I had no idea. And especially with schoolwork, it's so hard to sometimes stay focused. Hopefully something like this is easier for you to read than, say, your geology textbook. Textbooks are really, really boring to read. And I hate saying that, but it's true. They're not very creative, and so they're hard to keep your brain engaged. So the more you do Adler's strategy by highlighting, underlining, adding notes, the more you do that, the easier it will be for you to understand what you're reading, and the more you will remember what it is you have read. So I really encourage you to try this if you didn't do it as you were reading last week, because we're reading a lot in our class. So in like 2 more weeks, we're going to start reading a second novel, but we also have a whole bunch of short stories in your physical textbook. Do this, add notes, highlight, underline, do that, because I promise it will help you with the reading process. It's really important. All right, so that's what, again, what we're doing as far as our discussion this week. If you've already done this, fantastic, because of course you turned in your notes to me last week, and you're able to take those notes and have them in our discussion area. I've already graded both of the discussions from last week, so please take a look at your grade book as soon as possible. As I said yesterday, I'm going to wait until tomorrow, Wednesday, to work on grading your notes, just because it takes so many hours just to grade the discussions. So again, by tomorrow you'll see your notes grade, and yeah, we're on a good start. So you can hear my toddler. He apparently needs some attention. So good luck, guys, and let me know if you need help.